Hi, it's the 23rd of November today. It's a Friday. It's 2012. And yesterday, me and Loretta got delivery of a Volkswagen VW Splitty camper. 1964, I think it's a late 1963. It's come all the way over from El Paso, New Mexico, where it used to live. It used to live around Arizona and the southern states. It hopped on the back of a trailer and went across to Houston, about an 800-mile drive, and then it got onto a boat, and then it went up the east coast of the United States, and then it got delayed in bad weather and then came across, and it was 7 days late into port, but that didn't cause any issues because we've just come back from Egypt on holiday, so kind of all timed quite well. So and a nice guy called Kevin Doherty, who lives locally to me, has stuck on the back of a transporter and turned up with it yesterday morning at about 7:15. So we are now the proud owners of a Splitty. So we're quite pleased, to be honest. It is a shell on wheels. I'll be showing you some clips in a minute and some bits and pieces. It's got a lot of work. There is quite a lot of corrosion in it. There's going to be a lot of panel replacement. Not really a lot of panel replacement, a lot of structural replacement underneath, as I've had a bit of a look. I'm going to cut to a clip in a minute of it going into the garage, which is quite a thing anyway. The garage has had to be altered. The pitch on the roof was too low. There was metal work everywhere. I would have never been able to get the thing in or jack it up or anything. There are some future things. There's still a lot more to do in the garage. There is, like, I'm going to fit barn doors on it. Barn doors. Primarily for ease of access to get in and out. I'm probably going to insulate it. There's a lot of tooling I've got to buy. At the end of the day, this is a whole project. This is something from start. I am fresh to this. I'm new to this. It's going to be a massive learning curve. Any people out there who can help me or give me good advice, I've got loads so far. We've been to quite a few shows, been speaking to people. We have got a few of the older parts catalogues, VW Heritage, Alan Schofield. There's a company called CE Engineering, that's Creative Engineering down in Blandford, which is quite local. And they do some really cool stuff like the air suspension and all that sort of bits. And the guy it's a family run business, and he is a really lovely guy, David. And yeah, he's got some great toys to go into the bus for suspension and narrowing the beams and all that sort of stuff. The bus has got no history, as in it has no, I don't know where it's been or really sort of what it's done, if it's done any lovely trips or anything like that. So because it hasn't got that, I'm going to play with it a little bit, and we're going to we're not going to, we're going to go for the original outside look, of course, but regards suspension and steering and brakes, everything's going to be upgraded, and we're going to narrow and put air in so it can be lowered and take it down a little bit, and it'll give it some good look, really. We have a budget. I'm not going to discuss that at the moment because it might just completely go out the window, but we've got some great ideas. We're going to get its birth certificate. I don't know if you know this, but you can gain a birth certificate of any VW by applying to the VW Museum in Germany. You give them the VIN number, basically, and if you've got an engine number as well, give them that. The VIN number will give you, they will then, I think it's €50, they will then give you all the details you need to know about that vehicle, everything from its paint colour to upholstery choice, whatever, I think. And if you have the engine number, for data protection, they can't tell you what engine number you should have had, but they can tell you if it's the right engine for that vehicle. So if you give them the engine number, they'll say yes or no. I don't have an engine. I have a gearbox that came in inside the vehicle, not actually fitted where the gearbox goes. As you'll see later, there's no windows, there's no interior, there's no lights, there's no engine, there is nothing. Well, there's a front end suspension, front beam, there's a steering, which is dodgy as. There is a back axle from Nissan Quest, I believe, strapped onto the back to get the thing rolling. How it got all the way over here, I do not know. But hey, so that's going to be coming off soon. The gearbox, I'm not sure. It's got another front, and had another front end beam in the front. Now I will get some pictures of that, and if anyone knows out there what type of front beam it is, I think it's a Beetle. This is just a quick guess. I used to have a Beetle when it's my first car actually, an old 71. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting project. It's going to be a long project. I'm going to video as much as I can of it, and there will be probably not such good language in places, and also I'm going to try and capture as much as I can. Now I am going to be learning a lot on the way. The last time I did welding was when I was like early 20s. I'm not spraying the vehicle. I will be doing the welding if I think I can deal with it. I'm going to be doing a lot of the cutting out. I'm going to be buying tools. I'm going to be looking for people to recommend things. If you think I'm doing something wrong, tell me. You know what I mean? If there's a better way, or if there's any information. Likewise, if I find snippets of information on the internet, I'll be passing them on via this. This is kind of like a diary. It's going to be like a process. It's going to be, you know, any enthusiasts out there, you know, don't shout me down because I'm a new guy. I'm new to this. But on the other hand, I look for help, advice, anything you can offer, you know. So I'm going to be doing a few things. I'm going to be buying, I'm going to be getting a compressor, a small one, hopefully enough to do the garage, excuse me. Tea is important, that's the biggest thing. I'm going to be getting, I'm thinking of getting a soda blaster, which although it doesn't remove rust, it does remove paintwork and grease and all that sort of thing, and it is quite a nice little bit of kit. And you can get them from a company on the internet, which I will tell you sometime later because I can't find it at the moment. Get them for sort of a couple £100, sort of, which is quite a good thing, and you get a bag of soda in with that. So and it's environmentally friendly as well. The good thing is that I believe the local authorities, the water authorities, actually partially encourage it, because soda, bicarbonate soda, is actually the part of the process for water cleansing, and it's part of the initial process they use bicarbonate soda. So if it's going down the drains or anything, they don't mind. There's no issues with it, unlike sandblasting or grit blasting, whatever, where you can get like silicon blasting, where you get potentially silicosis, which is lethal. The fumes given off by silicon is deadly, absolutely deadly. You know, you're talking asbestos sort of realms. So yeah, so there's going to be that. It's going to be a compressor, some new tools, blah blah blah. I pretty much don't have a lot. I mean, I'm a Sparky by trade. Hello to all you Sparkies out there, by the way. And it's going to be a new process to me. The garage is going to be an ongoing thing. Like I say, there's still loads of stuff to do in the garage itself before we really start work on the vehicle. But I do want to get some ideas. I do want to get some input from the vehicle about the vehicle. I know there's a lot of work. I know there's like I say, beams underneath. There's the C-pillars. There's lots of, you know, floor pans, structural things to get sorted out on it. And I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to put in a bit of graft. My time scale is going to be quite long. I'm looking at maybe 2 or 3 years. Now that's going to sound a lot, but then, you know, I work like everyone else does, and I don't really want to overly rush it, and I want it to be good, and I want to try my best. And you know, if I don't think something's right, I will change it or redo it. That's I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my work. Everything else will be a mess. But when it comes to my work, I like things to look right, and generally I always find if they do look right, they generally are right. There's a lot of people going to be helping me, hopefully some friends, family. My brother's David is quite good with the engines, gearboxes and things like that. He's quite on the ball and he knows what to look for. He's done a few projects himself. But anyway, I've rabbled on for about 10 minutes now, so what I'll do is I will say dunk, this is part 1, and I will edit some bits in, probably speed it up so it might look funny, maybe put some music on it, and show you the vehicle going in. And also I'll do some camera shots of around it so that you can kind of see what I've got. By the way, I paid a stupidly low price for it. Thank you very much. Not going to say what at the moment. I'll get some feedback on that before I start to letting you know about those things. The shipping was quite good as well, to be honest. A company called Kingston Shipping Limited. They're based up in Hull. Guy called Mark. Brilliant. Yeah, you know, they were great. They literally, you know, they sort everything out, and they even managed to get it shipped across using the import tax of 5% VAT. They do an application for it, which they did. They sorted it all out. They managed to clear it. Happy days. You know, instead of paying 20% tax bringing into the country, I only paid 5%. So brilliant. So I'm very, very happy about that. I will show you some facts and figures on another update, on another diary entry, and you know, so just so you get an idea of if you're going to be doing that, shipping from like the States or the US or the Australia or South Africa or something, then you're going to get an idea of, or South America, you're going to get an idea of, you know, costs involved and stuff like that, and who you should speak to really, because I found it quite difficult at first. I didn't have any ideas, so yeah. Anyway, I've rabbled on. Diary entry number 1. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Here's my van. See ya. Truckers in. Hello. See you later. Stage 1.